Spirited atmosphere at Swisher Gymnasium. Ospreys ahead in the River City Rumble early on. 2 nights ago, these two teams faced off about 20 minutes away, and Toby, Jacksonville utterly dominated in pretty much every facet of the game, as you can see right there.
You know, they were a lot more physical than UNF. You see the disparity in the bench points, 29-7. 29 points, very uncharacteristic of Jacksonville when you look at the totality of their season. You know, the turnover battle is about even, but then the 36-26 in the paint. And looking at that game, I thought that Jacksonville was a lot more physical. That's why I was excited to see Emma Borman get that foul call early on to Shania Craig to send a message that they're here to compete today.
Lyric Swan off the mark. Tapped around and ends up with Garrett. Dolphins want to run. Good job by the Ospreys to get back. You mentioned the bench points. What's more remarkable is they only have 3 available players in the bench.
Yeah, and that's, you know, Deshauna Brown, what she was able to do. Zaria Blake, a career-high 13 points.
No basket, offensive foul on Shania Craig. That's her second here at the 4-minute mark of the first quarter.
And we have Zaria Blake about to check in, as I just mentioned. Her 13 career-high points on Thursday night. Played a very good basketball game on Thursday.
So she's one of 5 Dolphins in double figures on Thursday. That was only the second time they've accomplished that feat all season. And Craig is going to take a breather here as we inbound. 4 to go. Dolphins trying to win back-to-back games. They have not done that since the early portion of the year back in November. Good split. Rouget on the drive. Couldn't finish, though. Tipped out of bounds by the Ospreys. They got Eckel in there on the tap out.
And that's a great read by Rouget, excuse me. You know, Zaria Blake has to get to the point of that screen if she's going to hedge or switch. You can't give Rouget any space or she'll split it, as you just saw that last possession.
Dolphins 2 of 9 from the floor and a couple turnovers so far as well. So they have struggled offensively. We saw the offensive numbers moments ago. Thursday, they were stroking it above their season averages. 8 to shoot. Battle puts it up. No good. Here come the Ospreys the other way.
And UNF has been good in transition so far.
Alexa Washington's pass off the head of Helena Rabsdottir, but Ospreys retain, reset, and offensive foul the other way. So they're going to get Eckelin there, her first foul at 3:04 to go in the first quarter.
Yeah, you hate to see fouls called on moving screens. It's a wasted possession. Get your teammates to get set the screen, allow the ball handler to make whatever decision they're going to make. It's not your job to hit the defender or the ball handler. It's more on the responsibility of the ball handler to use the screen properly.
Garrett dumps it down. Jones has all 5 points for Jacksonville early on. Can she get an assist? Yes! Shania Garrett cashes into 3. Here's the first lead for Jacksonville.
Man, Shania Garrett made a wraparound bounce pass. Scott, I haven't seen a wraparound bounce pass in basketball in a long time. It's a pleasant sight, though.
Your fundamental senses are tingling there.
Yes.
Adams tries to answer. No, nobody boxed out Rouget. She threw it away. And the Ospreys turn it over for the 4th time in this game.
You know, it's always a crapshoot, Scott, with coaches when you sub. When to sub, who to sub. And usually when substitutions happen, you see a tide in the game change for either team. Either one team goes up, energy level goes up, points go up, or they go down, you know, in the opposite direction. Both teams sub, as you see, since the substitution patterns. You know, edge goes to JU as far as the turnovers forced as well as points scored.
Jones is fouled. So 2 more free throws for Jada Jones. How about this? So you have the leading scorer in the conference in Eden Battle. She has 0 points. Of your 8 points, you talked about the freshman earlier. Jones has 5. She's averaging 2 points a game. And Shania Garrett has 3.
And you never know what's going to happen. I mean, Eden Battle has been very reliable throughout the season. She scored primarily off the bounce, creating her own shots. She plays well with Shania Garrett on the floor when they're on the floor together, which allows Shania Garrett to create some opportunities for her. But for the most part, Eden Battle gets it done on her own. And today, I think she's only had one shot attempt.
Lane violation wipes away the free throws. So mistake for Jacksonville. Up a point. 2 to go, first quarter. Hopscotch, Adams, dribbled off her foot. It's loose. Bodies on the floor. Jump ball. Possession, Jacksonville.
Yeah, and that possession for Adams, you have to realize you get the switch with Jada Jones, which is the switch that you want. You can bounce the ball to the middle of the floor to create some space, and then it would allow you to use your foot speed advantage against Jada Jones to maybe get to the rim for yourself or create an opportunity for your teammate. She got a little hasty that possession and didn't give herself time to allow the switch to help her.
So here comes Eden Battle, 19 points per game, giving it up. And gets the screen from Jones. Pick and roll, not there. Blake, UNF feisty defensively, and Svan's daughter picks up the foul guarding Battle.
I love the physicality that I'm seeing out of UNF early, Scott. They're playing like a team that lost the last game by 17 points.
And was down by 20 in the last 5 minutes.
Yeah, and it's demoralizing to an extent. You know, you're in front of your home fans, so, you know, the thing that I've always liked about basketball versus football, you don't have to wait 7 days to get some revenge. So 2 days later, you're right back at it.
When you have such a quick turnaround and it's your rival again, what's that film session like yesterday? What's practice like? Your shoot around, I'm sure it's not all that fun.
It's not fun because most of the wounds by UNF were self-inflicted and just not a lot of energy, and JU just took it to them on Thursday.
This is a game that the Ospreys can move into a tie at the bottom of the standings to get into the conference tournament. Top 10 teams make it. Ospreys are 11th right now, half game behind Bellarmine, one behind Jacksonville. A strip, it's a 3-on-2. Oh, what a look. Brown to nobody though. Turnover, here comes UNF the other way.
For UNF, you want to try to get something quick in transition while the floor is broken.
A reset, Rouget, screen, shake and bake with her left hand, and one. Kayla Rouget had 17 on Thursday. She's been tough early on.
She's a tough lefty. She does a great job of getting downhill, shifty with the basketball, very strong, absorbs the contact from Zaria Blake, and one.
So the Savannah native shooting one. 3.8 GPA at Beach High School. Has come to North Florida. Impact immediately as the Dolphins now face some token pressure in the last minute of the first quarter. 10-all, Dunlap in traffic, kick it, battle a three, not there, and Blake came flying in but couldn't corral it. It's Osprey basketball.
And, you know, this is not going to be a popular opinion, but the way that the game is going, Scott, if I'm Coach Lambert, I don't necessarily care about milking the clock this possession. If we get something good early, I'm okay with us taking something good early going into the second quarter, but that's just me.
Perhaps you look at the other side and you're like, they're not a prolific offensive team. JU is playing to that today. They're 3 for 12, but UNF playing for the final shot here.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind giving my team another opportunity to play defense the way they played defense the last few possessions.
Rouget lost it, got it back, and shot clock violation. 7 turnovers in the opening quarter for the Ospreys in 15 possessions.
Yeah, that's one thing, those situations I don't like. I mean, it's tomato for some coaches, but I like to be more of the dictator on the offensive end. You wait, you try to milk the clock. You don't know who hands the ball is going to be in when it gets to the end of the shot clock.
Battle, a three at the buzzer. No. And a defensive battle here in River City Rumble, round 2. 10-10 at the end of one. back after these messages.